before I start today's class, I'm just recording all this because I don't want to repeat these instructions again and again. Now I'll get back to the board and show you exactly how you have to get the exterior angles. Are you seeing the board behind me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, can I tell you the method by which I drew the angle caps?
Okay, now first allow me to speak for a while, then I'll give you all the chances that you require.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now you are viewing the board along with me, is my thinking. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Come on.
Okay. Is my audio also reaching you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am.
Good. Now there are four polygons for which you have to verify the exterior angle property. What is the exterior angle property? It says that the sum of the exterior angles of any given polygon. It can be any n-sided polygon. It can start from a triangle. It can be a quadrilateral. It can be a pentagon. It can be a hexagon. Or it can go on to any n-sided polygon. Always when you add all the exterior angles of an n-sided polygon, they will definitely sum up to 360 degrees only. Irrespective of how many sides they have, always the sum of the exterior angles will be equal to 360 degrees. Alright, so we will start from the triangle. I do the triangle below. I hope you're seeing the triangle. Okay, I will name it as ABC. Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you need to locate the exterior angles. I told you the same if I am talking about the vertex C. This will have two exterior angles with respect to the baseline that you draw. Now for uniformity, let all of us extend the same line so that we get the exterior angle. I'm sorry, I'm not having the scale with me. So when you want the exterior angle for C at the vertex C, this is the interior angle. Interior angle is very easy to identify because it is inside the figure. Now the exterior angle you have to be careful because it is somewhere outside the given polygon. So when you want the exterior angle for C, keep your scale along BC. Scale I don't have a scale here. I should have kept the scale. I'm sorry. Because I just decided this instantly that I should show it to you. Now keep your scale along BC like this and extend your line. And that adjacent angle, C vertex one common line, that is your common vertex. So if this is the interior angle, this becomes the exterior angle. Okay, so you have extended BC, you got the exterior angle. Similarly, when you extend the AC, you should keep your scale along AC. AC melane itkondu line anna udda markondu hogbeko. All right. So that way you will get the second exterior angle at A. This is the interior angle. Madhya line irbeku, that common arm, adjacent angle alva. So this will become the exterior angle. Now for B, because you started BC, I went in a anti-clockwise direction. I went like this. Now I have to come back like this. So keep your scale along AB. Ee tara scale anna ittu extend ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So ನಿಮ್ಮ exterior angle ಇದು ಬರಬೇಕು. Why? Because this is the common vertex. This is your interior angle. This will become the exterior angle. So this is the way or the method you have to adopt to draw the exterior angles of the remaining figures also. Now see, I am showing it for the quadrilateral. Now for the quadrilateral, because there are four vertices, I will say that is P, Q, R and S. Alright, if P, Q, R, S start from P. So you will keep your scale along SP. ಈ dotted lines extend ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆಚೆ ಇರೋದು P ಒಳಗೆ ಕೂತಿರೋ angle interior angle ಇದೆ. ಅದರದು adjacent angle. So common arm ಇದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ adjacent ಆಗಿರೋದು exterior angle ಆಗಬೇಕು. Similarly, because you extended SP, now you have to go in the anti-clockwise direction, extend. Keep your scale along PQ. P in the Q ವರೆಗೆ scale ಅನ್ನು ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು extend ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So this is your interior angle. Madhya line common arm ಇದೆ. So the adjacent angle will become your exterior angle. Alright. Now coming to R. ಈ ಕಡೆ extend ಆಯಿತು. ಈಗ so you have to come like this. Scale ಅನ್ನ RQ ಮೇಲೆ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು dotted lines ಹಾಕಿ. So the angle here. This is the interior angle for R. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ adjacent ಆಗಿರೋದು exterior angle ಆಗಬೇಕು. Then to S. You will keep your scale. Scale ಅನ್ನ ಇದನ್ನ ಮೇಲೆ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೀಗೆ extend ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Alright. Once you have extended, the dotted lines will be there. This is your interior angle. Madhya common arm irbeku. Adjacent angle will become your exterior angle. Adhe tara I have shown you for a pentagon also. Can you see? A 5-sided figure. That also we will name. Say D, E, F, G and H. So this is your pentagon. So same way I started. First exterior angle, second one, third one, fourth one and the fifth one. Scale hige idbeku, ee kade idbeku scale na illi idbeku. Come like this and come like that. Then the last one is a hexagon. Can you see the hexagon?
Yes, ma'am, we
That
can
also
see.
we will name it. Say we will M, N, O, P, Q and R. So this is my hexagon. Yeah, I hope it is clear. So I am starting with 1 here. Extend this line. Scale na ikkade itkondu 1. Then keep the scale here 2. Scale to extend madidre this will be 3. This will be 4. This will be 5 and this will be 6. So this is the way in which the exterior angles have to be located first. Exterior angles locate madodalle tappadre, then there is lots of problem which is awaiting you, which you should not allow to happen. Alright, that is why I am showing this video. Ee tarane correct agi exterior angles anna mark madkolli. There should be no problem in identifying the exterior angles. Exterior angles anna tappagi tagondre matte nimge 360 barode illa. It will not sum up to 360 degrees at all. We have to do it for those 4 figures. That is the triangle, the quadrilateral, the hexagon and the pentagon. All the 4 we have to do it. So I hope it is clear. Sometimes some children make such mistakes, like I will show you. I'm just coming down a little. Now the same, I will take the quadrilateral on 4-sided figure like this. Suppose it is P, Q, R and S. When you want to extend, you have to keep the line like this only. It should be along the given side of the quadrilateral. Alright, one of the sides, you should keep the scale along the side of the quadrilateral. ಕೆಲವು ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೀರಿಯರ್ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಅನ್ನ ಹೀಗೆ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಲೈನ್ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡೋದು. Somewhere you will draw like this. Somewhere this side you will extend. Then somewhere one line will come like this. Somewhere one line. Because I am keeping the scale, you will simply keep the scale at the vertex and draw a line. It is not like that. On the side ge adjacent agi scale ne itkondu, you have to extend the sides of the quadrilateral only, not extend any line from the vertex. Is that clear? So this is a common mistake which happens in most of you. Yavaga line, dotted line helidrunu adu yavdo ondu side inda elibeke. Any one of the sides of the quadrilateral should be held with. Only then you will get the exterior angles. Alright. So e exterior angle.
Yes, ma'am, in the record, ma'am, in the record which I had sent, it is coming from one side only, ma'am. Exactly.
Yeah, that's right. And that's why I sent that record. That side has done it very well. Now, the second issue that I was talking about, when you want to copy an angle, I'll just explain to you what I said, because that I was simply doing it without any reference. Now, suppose I take a triangle itself. And this is the exterior angle I have marked. I need to copy this angle. Wait, I will extend it a little. Yeah. Okay, that is the exterior angle I want. Say I name the triangle as A, B, C. Okay, so the exterior angle at B is what I want to copy. So it is very simple. You take the color sheet that you want. Suppose you want a yellow color angle cap. This B na yellow color angle cap ge nanu cut ಮಾಡಿ ತೆಗಿಬೇಕು. ತುಂಬಾ easy. Just see, this is in your sheet. ನೀವು ಈ triangle cut out ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀರಾ. ಅದನ್ನ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಬೇಸ್ ಶೀಟ್ ಗೆ ಪೇಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀರಾ. Correct? Because you have seen in the record, every polygon is sitting on a base sheet. Base sheet ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕಲರ್ ಅಂಟಿಸಿರುತ್ತೆ. So ಅದರ ಮೇಲೆ ನೀವು ಈ exterior angle ಅನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀರಾ. So that sheet is ready with you. What you have to do, you have to trace this. Like in the video, you are seeing that she is tracing it on a tracing paper. Tracing paper ಮೇಲೆ ಇದನ್ನ ತೆಗೆದು ಹೀಗೆ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಈ 2 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಈ ಲೈನ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಈ ಸೆಮಿ ಸರ್ಕಲ್ ಅನ್ನ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತಾರೆ ಟ್ರೇಸಿಂಗ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಮೇಲೆ. ಆ ಟ್ರೇಸಿಂಗ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕಲರ್ ಶೀಟ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಇಟ್ಟು ಕಾಪಿ ಮಾಡೋದು. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಒನ್ ವೇ ಆಫ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್. If I don't have a tracing paper also, it is not at all an issue. ಈ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಅನ್ನ ಯಾವ ಕಲರ್ ಶೀಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ ಬೇಕೋ ಅದರ ಮೇಲೆ ಇದೆ. Keep this angle 1 on the color sheet that you want the angle cap with. What you have to do, it is very simple. Mark these 3 points with your compass. Compass itkondu make a small dot here. Means you're making a small hole. ಈ 3 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಹೋಲ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. Those small pricks will get embossed in your color sheet. Yellow color sheet ಕೆಳಗೆ ಇರ್ತೀರಲ್ವಾ, ನೀವು ಕಾಂಪಸ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು ತೂತ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಹಿಯರ್ a hole and here a hole, the 3 holes you will get. Then you remove the angle from there. ನಿಮ್ಮ yellow sheet ಮೇಲೆ ಈ 3 ಹೋಲ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ನೀವು ಇದೇ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅಂಡ್ ಬಾಕಿ ಇರೋದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಫ್ರೀ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಈ ತರ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. If you are not able to draw a free hand, take your compass and draw a semicircle. That's all. This is what I said. It is very simple. Tracing paper ತಟ್ಟು ಅದನ್ನ ಮಾಡೋದು, that is one method. ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಕಾಂಪಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಸ್ಕೇಲ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಟ್ರೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಈ ಆಂಗಲ್ 1 ಅನ್ನ ಕಲರ್ ಶೀಟ್ ಮೇಲೆ
even without compass
ಇಟ್ಟು 3 ತೂತ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Just 3 dots you have to make, small pricks. You remove the angle. A yellow or green sheet ಮೇಲೆ these 3 mark will be made. Join the first 2 with straight lines and this with a curve. Cut it and take your angle cap will be ready. The second thing that you have to remember is, for every angle you have to make 2 angle caps. Why?
ma'am, one is for circle and one is for near the polygon.
Yes, one is to be pasted on the polygon itself and the other one is for the verification. Adana kelage tandu you have to paste it around the point to make that circle so that it becomes 360. So the angle cap has to be duplicated, means 2 copies have to be made. So ಒಂದೇ ರೀತಿ 2 angle cap ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? Just think and tell me. Exactly the same measurement I want 2 angle caps.
Ma'am, when we keep the same color paper behind, when we keep it as 2 and when we cut it will be same.
Yeah, that means you have to make 1 fold. ನೀವು ಆಂಗಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ ನ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಆ ಶೀಟ್ ಯಾವ್ದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರೋ ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಫೋಲ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಸೊ ಒನ್ಸ್ ವೆನ್ ಯು ಕಟ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ 2 ಆಂಗಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಸ್. ಆಲ್ರೈಟ್, ಯಾರು 2 ಸತಿ ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಡಿ. ಡೋಂಟ್ ಟ್ರೈ, because however accurate you are, when you cut the angle cap 2 times, they will come of 2 different measurements. Exactly same ಬರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. So in a single cut you have to get 2 angle caps. Means remember, before you start cutting the angle cap, fold the paper into 2 pieces. It means 1 fold you make. So ಕೆಳಗೂ paper ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಮೇಲೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. So when you cut once, 2 angle caps will fall. You can definitely say that they will be congruent. Means they will be exactly replica of each other. Always.
Ma'am, you told in this method.
Please remember this idea. ಒಂದೇ ರೀತಿ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದೇ ಕಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಆಂಗಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ ಬರೋ ತರ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ವೇ ಇಸ್ ಮೇಕ್ ಅ ಫೋಲ್ಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪೇಪರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಕಟ್ ಒನ್ಸ್ ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಯು ಗೆಟ್ 2 ಆಂಗಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಸ್. ಯಾ, ಓಕೆ. ಯಾ, somebody was speaking in between. What is that?
Yeah, ma'am, you told in this method, but I tried in a different method. It came correct.
That I leave it to you. That you have to be very clear. The whatever be the method you're following, you should exactly get the replica of the angle that you want. It should
Yes,
not
ma'am.
be
Like
a different
when I
side.
pasted the angle on quadrilateral, it was exactly same. But I tried in a different method, but it was
Right,
exactly.
it's all right. I leave it to you. That is, the tracing skill is yours. I have told you one method which can allow you to do it very easily. If you have some other method in which you are able to do it much easier than this, please go ahead. All right. So this is our activity. This should be complete at least by Saturday, because some of you are telling that it is little time consuming. It is taking some time to cut all of them and then paste. So I am giving you time till Saturday. Continue doing it in the afternoons when your classes get over. All right. Now somebody told me that they have already finished the activity also.
Yes,
So we
ma'am.
will see those records. Let me see. Kushala told me in the beginning she has completed. Please present your screen, Kushala. Let us see.
Ma'am, after that, shall I show my activity?
Yeah. Angle caps. No. Just show me if it is fully ready. She is saying it is fully ready.
Ma'am, my activity first is fully ready. Everything index, including index, everything is ready. Activity 2, it is I have written part is ready.
Wait,
I have
wait.
cut the angle caps of 2 polygons, and rest of the 2 angle caps I thought I will be doing by today afternoon, and I will paste it.
Come in closer a little because I'm not seeing the verification part. Zoom in. Yeah. Okay, the triangle is ready, but I'm not seeing the triangle is not labeled, is it? ABC? The name of the triangle should come outside. You should write it properly. It is sitting inside the angle cap. Please rewrite it outside the triangle, Kushala. Okay? Yeah. Yeah, go to the quadrilateral. Good. This is good enough. Why did you take a square? It should be any general quadrilateral. Don't make it a special quadrilateral like a square like this. Because there the verification is very simple because each angle will be 90 degrees only. So this I want you to repeat, Kushala. Take any general quadrilateral. Don't make it a rectangle, square, or a parallelogram or a rhombus. Make it any 4 different sided quadrilateral. That means it should be an irregular polygon or an irregular quadrilateral whose sides are not equal. This you have to repeat. What you have to do to repeat? Paste another quadrilateral and paste it over this. So that the record does not spoil. That's why I tell you, before you paste, you should show this base sheet to me. If there is a mistake, if I ask you to repeat, you can simply throw away the base sheet. You have already pasted. So we have to paste another sheet over it. Okay, quadrilateral, nullified, you have to repeat. Go to the next one. Is this a pentagon? Okay, but why one angle cap is so small? That angle cap at, I don't know if it is A, what is the B, C maybe, I don't know if it is C. No, that orange color one, that angle cap is too small. Chur length tagondirbodu. Okay, this I will accept. Next. Why white base sheet? Why Kushala?
No, I can't say anything.
Base sheet ಬೇರೆ ಕಲರ್ ಇರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೀನಲ್ಲ, ಕಾಂಟ್ರಾಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಕಲರೇ ಇರಬೇಕು. Okay, go. You will not get 5 on 5 for this then. Why some angle caps are so big and some are so small? ಎಷ್ಟು ಆಗತ್ತೋ ಅಷ್ಟು ಒಂದೇ ಸೈಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ನೋಡಿ. ತುಂಬಾ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ತರಕ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಡಿ. All right, though it is not wrong, but it is not looking very neat. That's the problem. Okay, but a good effort from Kushala. Good. Yeah, who else wants to show that? If the Uday, why is your camera on?
Shall I?
Ma'am, shall I?
Yeah, Harshvardhan, yeah, please. Uday, why is your camera on? Simply, you want to show your face only. Yeah, Harshvardhan, we are seeing. Please present your screen. Wait, I don't want to see the written part. I want to see the activity part. This is activity 1. I am telling 2. 1 so we have completed long ago. Wait. 1 you show me. Show that 1 to me. Why the angle cap and the base sheet is in the same color? Angle cap B and base sheet is in the same color. Not allowed. Please cut the angle cap for B again in a different color and paste it. This is not accepted. I have told you, colors are very important for me. Turn over second activity. I'm not seeing the third angle cap. Okay, go on to the quadrilateral. Quadrilateral ಅಲ್ಲಿ pentagon ಯಾಕೆ ಬಂದೆ? After triangle it is quadrilateral. 4-sided. Where is the quadrilateral? Why quadrilateral has gone to the end? Order is very important. Triangle followed by quadrilateral, then pentagon, then hexagon. Why is this confusion? That's bad, very bad, I should say. And this is also almost looking like a square. Take an irregular quadrilateral, please. Okay, anyone else who wants to show it?
Shall I?
Harshishri, fast. Okay, the triangle, okay, good enough. But why the angle caps are of different color? I am seeing a white color angle cap in the polygon, but a yellow one in the verification. Why? The colors should not change, my dear. Are they the same?
Ma'am, they are the same, ma'am.
Why it is visible like a white one for me? Okay, move on. This seems to be better. Good. See, this is neat. It is an irregular quadrilateral where it is neither a square nor a rectangle. So I want it for a general quadrilateral. That's why I'm very, very particular. It should not be a square or a rectangle. Yeah. Go to the pentagon. Yeah, okay, good enough, good. But why that green angle cap is so badly cut? Okay, I'm not very happy with the cut of the angle cap, the big one. Maybe it is the E.
Ma'am, this one.
That one. Yeah, see at the edges how it is cut, very badly cut. That extra I'm seeing. Okay, go to the hexagon. All right, this is better than the pentagon, definitely. All right. Okay, good enough. So are you seeing many of your friends are very well doing it even without the prelude? Yeah, Arun, you wanted to show something?
No, ma'am. Like I didn't finish the part.
You finish and get that. No worry.
No, not. I need to ask a question, ma'am.
Yeah.
The angle cuts I have cutted, and for first activity I pasted, ma'am. The inside everything is covering without no gaps, but the outside the circle is not coming. Like one angle gap is little big, small, but inside it is coming. It is joining without gap, but outside it is the outer boundary is not equal like a circle.
That's okay because all the angle caps will not be of the same radius, no, that you have taken. Show it to me. Let me see what it is. If I'm understanding what you're saying.
Just
Do you
a
have it
second,
there?
sure. I think, ma'am, is this visible? Ma'am, the downer part.
No, you have to zoom in. It is a blurred vision that I'm getting.
Just a second, ma'am.
No, even now it is
I
blurred.
think Arun has changed his background settings, ma'am. Ask him to make it default.
Okay, ma'am. Wait. Just a second. Wait, just a, no. Ma'am, here.
Yeah, it is slightly better now. Okay. Okay, you are talking about the outer radius of the circle. That's
Yeah, ma'am.
perfectly all right. That's not a problem. Only thing there should be no gap between the angle caps. That's okay.
Okay.
Fine. Yeah. The second activity you can finish and get back to us later.
Yeah, ma'am, I have cut the paper cuttings and written part also is ready. I have to make for pentagon and hexagon, then I have to paste it, ma'am.
Okay, all right. So before I take up the next exercise that I want to do, I wanted to quickly remind you of what all should have been in the notes so far. The notes should have carried so many things already. So just check if you have already written down all this because I've been sharing so many videos and I've been asking you to complete so many things there. So quickly, one by one, I'll tell you, see if it is there in your classwork. Otherwise, you have to complete all of this and then we will start with exercise 3.1 now. If you have skipped anything without the completion of what is the definition or the diagrams, please make a note of it and complete it today itself, okay? So we started the entire chapter with the simple curves, simple closed curves. Then we discussed about polygons. So you should have all these drawn and also written. Either the definition, matte,
Excuse
either
me,
diagram, ellanu ide video alli. So you should be writing what is
Excuse
a simple
me,
curve, what is a closed curve, what is an open curve, what is a simple closed curve, and how is it different from a polygon? What is the speciality of a polygon? Though a polygon is also a simple closed curve, how it is different from any other simple closed curve? Why a polygon is given a special name as polygon? Because it has got only straight edges. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ವಿಡಿಯೋನಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ.
Ma'am, actually in the
Yeah.
Ma'am, in the live interaction, actually the points which are shown on the screen, I've noted them all down with the diagrams.
Yes, that's exactly the definition. That's what I'm
Ma'am,
telling you.
and the table was also there, no, ma'am, with the
No, that I'm coming.
number of.
Ma'am, when
number
we
of
write
sides
all
and
the
all.
points in the live interaction video, I have written all the points from starting to last. Is it enough like the live interaction 40 minutes video?
Yes. Those videos only I am referring to. Please see that you have written all this. Okay. So till the polygon, you would have written all the definition, and see you draw the diagrams also. When you talk about a closed curve or a simple curve, you should have drawn that, because in the slide I have shown it to you. So when you sit down to revise your chapter, you should see the figure and understand that yes, this is why this is called a simple curve, and this is why this is called a simple closed curve. So unless the figures are there, the clarity will not be there, and everything is there in the video. ಏನಾದರೂ ಮಿಸ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಬರ್ದಿರೋದಲ್ಲಿ please include ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು. All right. So after we have introduced the polygons, we went to the nomenclature of the polygons. Nomenclature is the different names given to the polygons based on their sides. This I had asked you to prepare a tabular column as I have shown it in the video. Also, I told you, if it is difficult for you to draw the tabular column and put the figures there, you can write them one below another also. So whichever you found it convenient and easy, you should have done it. All right. So once that was over, then we moved on to the diagonal. What is a diagonal? The definition was given to you. 2-3 videos I have been sharing, right? So whichever video is having the definition of the diagonal, please look at it and write down the definition of the diagonal. So here I'm not going to repeat all those, okay? Because so many times I have been doing that. Next, based on the diagonals, because we know what is a diagonal, we try to understand what is a convex polygon and what is a concave polygon. Idu eradu difference and the definitions with the diagrams I have shown it to you. So at least draw one convex polygon and one concave polygon in your notebook, because you should know how they are different. Even if you are not able to see the video, but diagram ello hogide, everything is there in the textbook also. So you can use your textbook also as your reference and complete the diagrams. Then from the convex and the concave polygons, we moved on to the regular and the irregular polygons. So adannu discuss madidini. There also please draw one diagram for regular polygon and one diagram for irregular polygon. After you write the definition, please do not forget to include the diagrams there, because that is an exact understanding of all that you have learned. All right. Then after the regular and the irregular polygons, we started with the angle sum property. That is the interior angles, the sum of the interior angles of the polygon that we are going to discuss is only quadrilaterals. Though we had discussed it with respect to the higher polygons, that is the pentagon, hexagon, heptagon, ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು formula ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಇಷ್ಟು sides ಇದ್ರೆ the interior angles will sum up to this much. I have told you. I don't know if you remember that. Maybe I'll quickly get back to the board and remind you of that. Now, unlike the exterior angle property, the sum of the interior angles for all the polygons is not the same. This also I have discussed in the video. I don't know if you remember. It's very important. See, quiz togondaga, whether I am talking about the angle sum property of the interior angles or the exterior angles, clarity is big. So when we are talking about the sum of the interior angles, it is different for different polygons. We started with a triangle. Though we did not draw it, we have discussed it. Triangle, the angle sum property. Sum of the angles will become equal to 180 degrees. We have done this in class 7 itself, right? When you add all the interior angles of a triangle, it will sum up to 180 degrees. Now, when it comes to a quadrilateral, this is our first activity we have done. It sums up to 360 degrees. Now we can further go and verify it for a pentagon, hexagon, heptagon, etc. But that is not a part of our activity. I told only for the quadrilateral we will verify that the sum of the interior angles is 360 degrees. But also in the video I have discussed how you can find the sum of the interior angles of any n-sided polygon. So when I talk about an n-sided polygon, what is the angle sum of the interior angles? It is n minus 2 times 180 degrees. So if I apply this formula,
Ma'am, is there any formula for exterior angle of any unsided polygon? Excuse me, ma'am.
Excuse me, ma'am.
yeah, can you hear me? There was a power cut. There was
some
an
audio
interruption.
open, it's echoing.
Just 1 minute, my dear.
Somebody's audio is opening.
Am I visible now? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am, you are audible, but quality, the video quality is not that much, ma'am.
Video quality, what
It
happened?
is a little bit.
Ma'am, it's little bit blur, ma'am.
Yeah,
Okay,
ma'am.
wait,
Maybe
let me
poor
try to
network.
adjust it a
Yes,
little.
ma'am, it's little bit blur.
Like sandwich.
Better now? Is it
Yes,
visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Blurred is
Yeah,
okay.
now
Is
it's
it
correct,
again
ma'am.
visible? Because I'm on my hotspot.
Visible.
There is no power,
Ma'am, now
means
it
there
is
is no
okay.
land. Okay? Visibility is there?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
fine. So let us continue. So when you are to find the angle sum, the sum of the interior angle of any n-sided polygon, you have to adopt this method where n is the number of sides of the polygon. So we will apply it for the triangle itself. How many sides does the triangle have? It has got 3 sides. So how will you find the angle sum? It is 3 minus 2 into 180 degrees. So it is 3 minus 2, which is 1. 1 into 180, it has become equal to 180 degrees. Okay? So when it comes to the quadrilateral, it is a 4-sided figure. Right? So when I apply this formula there, it is 4 minus 2 into 180 degrees. What is 4 minus 2? It is 2. So 2 into 180 has become 360 degrees. So this is how you find the sum of the interior angles of any n-sided polygon. So moving on, if I want to find it for a pentagon now, I know it is a 5-sided figure. So the interior angles will sum up to 5 minus 2 into 180. That means it is 3 into 180 degrees, which is equal to 540 degrees. So this is how you can find out the sum of the interior angles of any n-sided polygon. Alright, so this is one thing that you should note in your classwork, because sum of interior angles is different, sum of exterior angles is different. What we showed today in the beginning, that is the sum of the exterior angles of any n-sided polygon is always 360. Exterior angles tagondaga, whatever be the sides of the polygon, they will sum up to 360 only. But when you're talking about the interior angles, you must always focus on what polygon it is. What sided polygon, if it is a 3-sided, 4-sided or 5-sided. For the number of sides, it will be different. So this difference you should be very clearly writing in your classwork and completing the notes. Alright. So based on these two properties, we had to take up the problems in the exercise today. So I will start with exercise 3.1 today because most of them we can finish it in the textbook itself. So we will start there and maybe we can continue in the next class. So take your textbook.
Ma'am, but we have only 2 minutes, ma'am.
Tell me.
Ma'am, can we finish it within 2 minutes?
What? What do you want to finish in 2 minutes?
Ma'am, you told you will start with the exercise 3.1.
No. What is possible in 2 minutes, we will do. The remaining we will continue in the next class. All right. So please take your textbooks. I'm sharing the screen only of the textbook pages because I didn't carry my textbook here with me. Yeah, are you seeing my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Yeah. Can you see the textbook? I have just kept the textbook open. If you don't have a textbook, at least look at my textbook which I have projected here. I'm going to discuss that exercise 3.1 only. Exercise 3.1. Now, I hope you're seeing the textbook and or at least you're seeing the screen that I have projected. Now, given here are some figures, you have to categorize them as simple curve, simple closed curve, polygon, convex polygon or a concave polygon. So we will go one by one. The first figure, which category can you put it into?
Ma'am, we can put as concave polygon.
Good. Or it can be simply called a polygon also. So both the options you can write. It is a polygon or specifically it is a concave polygon.
Then we can, most of the things can come into the
Yeah,
polygon.
maybe if there are more than one choice, you can write. You can write, no harm. When you
Ma'am,
say
it's also
a
simple
concave
closed
polygon,
curve.
it is already a polygon. So it is understood. So if you want to write it as a polygon, nobody can stop us from writing as a polygon. All right. The
Yes,
second
ma'am.
one.
Ma'am, we have to write this in textbook now, ma'am. Only
Yeah, finish in the textbook because we can avoid drawing and redrawing it again in the classwork. Second one. This one. It is again
Ma'am, it's a polygon.
it's a polygon. More specifically, you can come here also. It's a concave polygon only. All the things, sorry, it's a convex polygon because all the vertices are spreading out, divergent. Nothing is coming inside. In the first figure, can you see? In between the two vertex, one is coming inside. So this is a concave polygon, but the second one is a convex polygon. Third one, simple.
Ma'am, it's not a polygon, ma'am.
But that not a polygon option ilvalla.
simple closed curve, ma'am. It's
Yes,
simple curve,
simple
it's
closed curve. It is a simple closed curve. Next one. Fourth one.
It has four curve.
I can't hear anybody. Fourth one.
Ma'am, simple curve.
Is it a simple closed curve?
Ma'am, it is a closed curve and
Yes, ma'am.
It's a closed curve.
Sandwich, ma'am.
Is it a simple curve? Is it a polygon? See, you're getting your doubts now. Can I call it a simple curve?
ma'am, the lines
call it
are
a curve.
overlapping, ma'am.
I
Here.
cannot call it a curve at all because there are no, all the edges are straight. It is not at all a curve.
Ma'am, it's a polygon, ma'am.
Simply a polygon.
Ma'am, it's a convex polygon.
Ma'am, concave also
it's a
can be there.
Ma'am, concave polygon.
Okay, okay. We'll come back to the fourth one later. Fifth one, we'll finish the simpler ones. Fifth one.
Ma'am, simple curve. Ma'am, simple curve.
Closed curve.
Ma'am,
Simple
simple
closed
closed
curve because wherever you're starting, you will come back to the same position again.
Yes, ma'am.
Only then it is a simple closed curve. Sixth one.
Ma'am, it's
Ma'am,
also
simple
simple
closed
closed
curve.
curve.
Simple closed curve. Seventh one.
It's a simple closed
curve.
No,
Simple
Simple
quarter.
closed curve. Eighth one.
Quarter.
Ma'am, it is not a polygon. It is
It's not a
we have
polygon.
only
It's
two.
just
Hexagon.
line.
Not a polygon. It is so it cannot be concave or convex polygon.
Yes, ma'am, but
Can it be a
it
simple
is
closed
closed
curve?
No,
here.
ma'am, no.
No, ma'am.
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
but there is no opening space. But there is a line just it is. Ma'am, we can call it a
So should
simple
I call it a
closed curve.
simple curve or a simple closed curve?
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
closed.
Ma'am,
it's like a
simple
dumbbell.
Because
closed
there is
curve.
no
Closed.
opening.
You
It's
start
like
from
a
a point.
dumbbell.
Can you come back to the same point without lifting your pencil?
Ma'am, when we come like this and when we go back in the same
You may have to
middle,
retrace. You may have to
Yes,
retrace
ma'am, we'll
the,
have to retrace it.
Ma'am, it
the
is
line
like a
in
dumbbell.
between.
yeah,
So I
ma'am.
maximum can call it a
Ma'am, it is like a dumbbell.
Simple curve or a simple closed curve?
Simple curve.
Simple.
Ma'am, simple curve.
Yeah, it should be a simple
Simple
curve.
curve.
What about 4 now? Can you think what can be 4 now? Okay, if you're taking so much time, I will be only discussing the first one. I will get back to you tomorrow with the reason. You must tell me what that figure given is.
Ma'am,
Okay?
it is a polygon, but the lines are overlapping. In a polygon, it will be like a square, like a quadrilateral means no lines will overlap. Here, it is overlapping.
So,
Ma'am, I think it's a simple closed curve.
Curve cannot be
I
drawn.
will leave, no,
Ma'am,
wait,
broadly,
wait.
we can classify as it is a polygon.
Okay, with the more justifications, we'll get back tomorrow. Now, I wanted to discuss one more thing quickly before I forget. Now, the second question says, we will come back to that tomorrow with more justification. Now, second one, how many diagonals does each of the following figures have? Now, how will you know? Is there a general formula which will allow me to calculate the number of diagonals for any polygon? Is there a general formula?
Number of vertices.
Diagonals only is asked. How many diagonals does each of the following have? What happened? What is the confusion? It is asking how many diagonals does each of the following have. Now here, I will come back to the original screen of mine. I wanted to show you one hack quickly. Nothing to worry. It is the GeoGebra I'm opening.
Okay, ma'am. GeoGebra even we have as a website also.
Good. You can work on that if you are used to it. Now, I was just trying to show this to you. Now, this is that formula which will tell me how many diagonals can be drawn for any n-sided polygon. You can write this down. The number of diagonals will always be equal to n into n minus 3 divided by 2, where n is the number of sides of the given polygon. Okay. So, I will start with the triangle first. Right? If I want to find out how many diagonals I can draw for the diagonal, I have to substitute in this formula. How many sides does a triangle have?
Someone is right or
3,
nine?
ma'am.
3. So if I put 3 in the place of n, what will I get? 3 into 3 minus 3 divided by 2. What will it be equal to? 3 into 3 minus 3 divided by 2. What is 3 minus 3?
0.
Ma'am, 0.
0.
So 0 divided by anything, what will you get?
Ma'am, the same number.
Ma'am, same zero.
Hey, 0 divided by anything is always 0.
Ma'am,
Same
0.
Ma'am, here we will be
0
multiplying
divided
with
by
3
anything
now, ma'am.
will always be equal to 0. So the
Ma'am,
triangle
here 0 will be
does
multiplied
not-
with 3. N, here n is there, no, ma'am.
Yeah, 0 multiplied by anything or divided by anything. Always it will be 0, my dear.
Okay, ma'am.
0 multiplied by 3 is also 0. 0 divided by 2 is also 0. So on the whole, this D becomes 0 for a triangle. That is why we cannot draw any diagonals for a triangle. Because a triangle does not have non-consecutive vertices at all. All of them are adjacent to each other. Non-consecutive barode illa. Alright. Next, moving on to the quadrilateral. How many vertices does the quadrilateral have?
Ma'am, 4.
4.
So substitute in the place of n 4.
Yes,
4 into 4
And
minus 3 divided by 2.
Ma'am, answer will be 2.
Ma'am, 2.
Ma'am, answer will
Yes.
be 2, ma'am.
So the diagonals that you can draw will be 2 in number. So let me draw the
Ma'am,
diagonals
we
and
can
find
make
out.
a heading like diagonal formula and
Yes, it will be
write this.
AC. What is that? Please repeat. I didn't get you.
Ma'am, this formula, this is just a one-word formula we can write, no, ma'am.
That's why I have given you the formula. It is not discussed in the textbook. I have given it to you. That's why I'm
Ma'am,
discussing this.
writing
Arun, please
this
write it down.
Ma'am, while writing this question, can we write this formula and write it in the notebook? So
Yes,
it'll
you
be
must
clear.
write the formula as well as draw the diagram. That's why I'm
Okay.
struggling here. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Now
Yes.
going to the pentagon. Can you see the pentagon? Maybe I have to reduce.
No, ma'am.
Now? Oh, something
Ma'am,
is
half. Ma'am, half of it is visible, ma'am.
Yeah, wait.
You can move
Now-
it.
Yeah, ma'am, now it's visible.
Okay. So again, apply this formula for a pentagon. N is 5. 5 into 5 minus 3 divided by 2. Tell me what it would be.
Ma'am, 5.
Ma'am, 5.
5 into 5 minus 3. How can it be 5? What multiplication are you people doing? 5 into 5 minus 3 divided by 2.
Ma'am, 22.
What is 5 minus 3?
Ma'am, I told the answer it
Ma'am,
as
the
5.
diagonals,
Not
ma'am.
this. So after the equation, or after the calculating, we get as 5, I told. Not this as 5, ma'am.
5 into 5 minus 3 divided by 2. All of you are getting 5. Why there is no response from that side? Somebody told 22, somebody told 10. Now Arun is telling I'm getting 5 as the
2,
answer.
5 will be 10, 10 by 2, 5.
You should get only 5, not 22 or 10.
Ma'am, that's why I told 5. Like you thought.
No, I
5
got
minus
22 and 10 only. I didn't hear a 5 only. Okay,
Ma'am,
so
I
when you
told you.
draw the diagonals, it should be like this.
Ma'am, but
You will
when
be
we
joining
see
the
that the number of
non-consecutive
vertices
vertices.
is equal to number of diagonals here.
You can repeat.
Yes, D is equal to number of diagonals only. What is the doubt, Arun?
No, ma'am. Here number of it will be same for all polygons or only for the certain polygons.
For any n-sided polygon, if your n is 4, apply this formula. If your n is 5, again apply this formula. If your n is 22, also you can apply this formula. Whatever be the n, this formula will allow you to calculate the number of diagonals. Got it? Okay. So here I know there are 5. What am I selecting every time? 1 second. So you will join the non-consecutive vertices like this and get your diagonals. I am asking you to draw these diagrams in the classwork. That's why I'm spending so much time here. Don't simply watch this like a movie. All right. So here I have 4. Which is the other one? Between M and O. I have joined all the 5 diagonals. Like this, for the hexagon also you will complete. Use the formula. Find out how many diagonals you must get. And those many diagonals, you have to show it to me in the diagram here, in the hexagon. All right. So we will stop here for today. Till this, the classwork should be complete. I don't want any excuses because from the beginning, I have told you again today, what all should be there in your classwork till today's class. Any questions?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am,
Okay,
the
ma'am.
first way in the textbook and the second in the notebook.
Yes. The exercise, the first question in the textbook,
Yeah,
the
ma'am.
second one in the notebook. Correct.
Ma'am, these diagrams we can write in the section of where we write where we have written the points, whatever the notes you have given. That place we can write, and in the exercise we can only write the formula and get the answer.
But the diagram should be there. You should have drawn the diagonals.
Yeah, ma'am. For the
Yes, ma'am, we'll draw the diagram.
regular hexagon and a triangle.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I think if that is done, we will end here for today. We will join again tomorrow. All right? Okay then.